And here is the NASCAR Cup champion, fresh off running a winged sprint car and going upside down last night at Kokomo. Kyle Larson, debut in IndyCars and at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Still getting up to speed. This is just essentially an install lap, in and out for Larson, who will be busy, to put it mildly.
Racing sprint cars, testing Indy cars, racing Cup cars. He's kind of doing it all over the next little while.
And that, of course, is Kyle Larson. Yes, a lot of attention down here from fans and media members alike. So I know you got like a couple laps in. I think it's like 150 mile an hour average. So not a ton of speed this morning with the weather conditions and whatnot. But back here for official practice now. How does it feel to just be back here and to kind of be doing it for real now with practice and everything?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's good to finally have the Indy 500 here. You know, I've known about this for a couple of years now, so it's been a lot of waiting. But yeah, just happy to get this experience underway and get consecutive days in the car. You know, that's been the toughest thing so far. Is I go months at a time between each time I'm in the car. So obviously weather's getting in the middle of things today, but once we get through today, I think it should be good, and we'll get comfortable with things and learn a lot. So just trying to take things slow to this point, but yeah, I got to try and learn quickly here the next handful of days.
Do you feel yourself kind of getting more comfortable, more just acclimated with the systems and the procedures of doing this? Even if you don't get a ton of laps today, just to be in the car, does it help?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely good still to even at this point, I've gotten more today than I thought I would. So just getting to leave the pit lane a couple times, it was good, all that. So yeah, but I think as we get to tomorrow, we get like a clean day of running, I'll be able to learn probably a lot, I would think. So yeah, wish I would have got more laps there, but overall, I'm still just happy to be here, and I think they say we have like 30 some more hours of practice, so hopefully that's enough time for me.
Well, and that is a different thing than you're used to, obviously, on the NASCAR side and then the sprint car side too. It's way more practice. So how do you approach that? I mean, do you go day by day, kind of have a checklist of things you want to do each day, or is that up to the team?
I think for us, like these first few days, I think it's a lot of race running and traffic running, and just trying to learn as much as we can with the car and with myself to get prepared for the race. And then as we get, I think, to Thursday or Friday, I think that's when you start focusing on qualifying some more. But yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily have like a checklist of things for me. I think that's all just going to naturally kind of pop up as every time I go onto the racetrack. I think something new is going to happen that I learn or figure out or present more questions, stuff to ask about and learn. So yeah, I don't know. It's just literally like every time I leave pit lane, there's like something new that clicks or a question arises. So I'm sure it's going to be the same way these next few days. And then I think then eventually you'll probably get comfortable, and then you can really fine tune your brain a little bit to be more relaxed and stuff. So right now, like, everything's happening kind of quickly, like just pit lane stuff. Like, it's so busy, and like my awareness is super high. But I think like as I get more comfortable with that, like it's just going to become second nature, hopefully. And then yeah, all the on-track stuff will hopefully be fine. So far, pit lane's been the most stressful thing, IndyCar racing wise. You have a lot of good people on your timing stand, obviously within the team, and I know you've talked to a lot of guys too that come from the NASCAR world that have done this. Jimmy and Kurt Busch. What's the best piece of advice you feel like you've gotten in preparation for this? I don't know. I mean, Tony Kanaan's been the guy that I've talked to a lot, and I mean, I don't do a good job of like remembering everything, but there's just a lot of stuff that we've talked about as far as like, and again, mostly like pit lane stuff, but even I think qualifying, talking through adjustments. Tony's been really good as far as like, I feel like dumbing everything down, and like I think everybody like between media or engineers, like they like make everything such a big deal, and I think Tony's been really good to like you're just like, nah, dude, it's not that big a deal. Like, just calm down, whatever, you know. Like, so that's been good because yeah, I think it's really easy when you go into something new to overthink things. And I think, you know, like I'm a rookie, so I haven't been a rookie in something in a long time. But I remember being a rookie, like everybody's feeding you all sorts of information, and it's always a lot of times it's coming from people who've never driven a race car. So it's like, I don't really know what's real or what not, but you having Tony and his experience and all that, and like being a racer, I think it's just been really good for me to like just bring things down and all that. So yeah, it's been fun working with him again. You know, I've had experience with him at Ganassi when we did the Rolex stuff. So super good guy and very accomplished here at the Speedway. So I'm gonna learn a lot from him for sure.